In this video, we are going to be learning about how to edit a form and make it active on the web and for mobile devices. We are going to be working with the practice form we were using in the last video. Click on the practice form to enter the form editor. Now we are going to click on Web View. We do this so we have a preview of this page to look at as we edit the form. This opens a new tab with a preview of the form. Now click back to the tab with the form editor. We aren't going to make any edits to the first three sections, so click on Event Details Section Edit button. This takes us to this section's editor page. Here we can click on these green buttons to turn on and off certain sections for both web and mobile views. Also, we can click on the button in the availability column. This will toggle between the blue E, which indicates that everyone will see this section, to a red A that indicates only administrators will see this section. In the type column, we can see some sections say text, others say HTML, date, or input. This indicates what type of section it is. The placement column indicates where the section line is placed. A blue return arrow indicates the section is on a new line. A green arrow indicates it will be on the same line as the section above it. We can click on these arrows to switch them. We will now edit a section content. Click on the event title text edit link. This takes us into this section's editor. Here we can see the default text. We will put in our own text. I will write practice event, then click save. The changes will be saved and an indication they've been saved will be up here. We can view our changes by clicking on the Preview tab. Then we click the Refresh tab and the changes will appear on our form. To get back to the section editor, click the path link near the top. Here we can go back to the Event Details editor or back to the Page 1 editor. We will look at another section. We will click on the Event Date Text link. Here we can change the date and the time of when the event will take place. I will change it to October 30th at 8 p.m. and click Save Changes. The updates are made, and again we can preview them on the Preview tab we have opened. So we can see the event date has changed. Down below is the event end date. We will turn off this end date so it isn't visible. Go back to the form editor and we will click back on the event details component. We will now click on the web visibility buttons and turn them off. We will do the same thing for mobile visibility. Now we will preview this on the Web Preview tab. If there are additional components we want to add to our form, we can add them here. We click this radio button that allows us to choose a component to add. We will choose a radio button list from the menu of options.
Next, we will give it a label name that will appear on the form and an identifier for the form to use when reporting information. Lastly, we can choose where in the form we want this component to appear. We will look at the form components up above and decide. We will have it appear after number 11. After we click Add Component, it is added to the form. We can preview it on the Preview Web tab. As you can see, it has default text we need to edit. We will go back to this component and click the Edit link. We can change what kind of options we want the list options to be. We will leave them as text options and click the Edit Options list. We will edit the options by changing the display text to yes and no. Then we will save the options and click Save Changes. Now we will preview the form again by hitting the refresh on the Preview Form page, and we can see our changes have been made. To conclude this video, I want to point out that this video just covers the basics of how to begin using the Forms Editor. There's a lot more that can be done. To learn more about using the Forms Editor or any other feature to Harris Connect, you can go to the Training Center. You will need an administrator's help to set up access to this community, but here you can access more training content to help you learn more about Harris Connect and its tools. This concludes this video on the Forms Editor.